Welcome everyone. Welcome to this another powerful productivity warrior interview. We have with us Uday Chander. Uday Chander is an IT professional and he got 3x his clarity in his daily routines and he removed his shiny objects and he killed his distraction and he become very productive every single day. Uday, congratulations, you are a productivity warrior now.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ramesh. I'm really excited to be part of this particular interview of yours, and I'm looking forward for a great conversation today. And thank you for inviting me.
Yes, Uday, tell me your feelings. Like you are a productivity warrior now.
Yeah. So first thing is, I'm really feeling great about this particular. What you're saying, that being a productivity warrior, that is something I'm feeling great about it. So it's been a journey, and it's been 1 year with your community right now, and I'm extremely happy that I joined your community. So
Yeah,
that is for sure.
Yes, Uday. I have seen your dedication and you have been with me since 1 year and I can see your commitment levels. Uday, tell us your brief introduction about yourself.
So, Ramesh, basically, I'm based in Bangalore and I've been an IT professional for the past 13 years now. And I'm basically, I love IT and software, hardware. So, yes, so basically, it's been a 13 years IT professional journey.
Okay, that's great to know that. Even I was in the software job. Glad to know that. And Uday, tell me, what are the problems you faced in your everyday productivity as a professional?
So first thing is, yeah, definitely procrastination is trying to, think of it, okay, let me do it later. That kind of a thing always was there with me. I totally agree that that was a big pain area with me, that, okay, I have to do that. I know that I have to do that. Okay, let me do it later. So that is something which I used to have that problem. And one more thing is that I used to have a lot of problem with multitasking. I used to do a lot of multitasking as well, trying to open multiple tabs and trying to go ahead and do this or that, and trying to do half work here, half work there. So these are the most common problems I used to have. And one is, another thing is shiny object I used to do. I used to get a lot of things. I was not having the clarity what I should do. Whether should I do that, or do I do this skill? Should I upgrade to that skill? Which one is it for me? So yeah, not having a clarity is also one of the problems which I have.
Yes, people found that they're rushing towards execution. You know, the biggest problem in productivity is we love to execute multiple things, and what happens at the end of the day, we are getting demotivated, we are getting depressed of not achieving at least one task. That's the biggest problem in productivity. Yes, Uday.
Definitely.
So Uday, tell me, how is your day look like before you join the productivity empire? Like the more randomness in your day, like you're not planning at all, you're just enjoying more time on YouTube, right? And wasting a lot of time on distractions as well. Yeah,
Yes, Ramesh. So what happened was that whatever you said is all very true, because we did not have that time awareness before this. After coming to the community, what I'm trying to see is that you made a lot of these Excel trackers, if you know, like, lot of productivity Excel trackers to go ahead and track where your actual time is going and what you're doing at that particular time between 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. what you're doing. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. what you're doing. So those kind of awareness was definitely not there before. Like, if suppose I would have not joined you, maybe I would have taken a little more time to understand that. But the point is that what I realized is, even though that there were a lot of other productivity videos on YouTube also, but one thing is that execution part is very important, right? You need to go ahead and implement that. So, okay, 5 to 6 p.m. this is what I have to do. So the randomness is taken away and you're more focused. Okay, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. this is what is the most productive part of my time. You have to go ahead and give your 100% at that time. So that was something which I realized and I tried to implement that.
Yeah. Exactly. So Uday, I can understand. These are the common problems. Even people think that, Ramesh, I know all these productivity tips. I already know. I can learn from YouTube. Yes, you can learn, guys. But the problem is, it's not about learning. It's not about knowing, right? It's about implementation. It's about getting results. It's about building that work-life balance. Uday, you get that work-life balance. Uday, tell me, what is that reason you jumped into my productivity empire on that day? I think 1 year back.
Yeah. So Ramesh, I still remember the boot camp which you had did. So one thing I can say is that as I just told you, right, this was not a new subject for me. So whatever the authors you already told me, all those authors I already know. Like example, James Clear, or you're talking about Robin Sharma, they were all known authors. But the problem is that how do we go ahead and implement that was the biggest challenge, right? So that is where your bootcamp came into picture. I found that something really unique in your content. Your content was so powerful that I had no other choice but to go ahead and jump in because the content was powerful. That's what I can say.
Exactly.
Very powerful.
Thank you. You believed in me on that day. That's where you are here. Uday, tell me what are the top 3 results you got after you went through the journey of productivity empire and you went through the entire phase. Okay, tell me what the top 3 results you got inside the productivity empire.
So the first one is being clarity as to what you have to do. So let's say I have to do this particular task. So first thing is I go ahead and write down, okay, this is what I need to do. So very clear. Otherwise, if you go ahead and write down 10 things in your list, so you don't accomplish any of those 10 also. So you don't have to even write 3 also. I think now I don't even write top 3 also. I write only one thing. So, okay, this is what I have to do, right? Which is the most important thing for me. Even I don't write 3 things now. So what I do is that is one thing which I've got. Okay, this is the most important task, the clarity. Second thing is not having multiple things in the mind. It's like 10 things. I don't have 10 things in the mind. So that is where it's very important.
You got that focus. You got that monk-like focus in your life.
Exactly. That is one more thing. And then understanding my distraction. So as I just told you, right, you need to know where your distraction is, where your actual time is going. So that distraction is something which you need to understand. So that was where I was able to find out that where my distractions are going. So I was able to track my distractions and then stop that and may ensure that I don't go ahead and jump into that distraction mode again. So those are
because the problem in this world is we are more likely unconsciously spending time on distractions like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, whatever the hell is, right? Because the platform has built in such a way that to hook you more, okay, to hook you as much time as possible. Now you got that consciousness, first of all I appreciate that. So now you tell me, how is your day routine look like, your everyday routine look like after you become very productive?
So no, one more thing is that we, very honest, even though you have given us a lot of trackers to go ahead and track, but actually tracking that on a daily basis is again not, which is not on a consistent basis is happening. That is my honest feedback, that it is not happening on a consistent basis of tracking that, right? But however, if you can just do it for about 7 days or 10 days, then I realized that you don't need the tracker anymore. You can just go ahead and do it on your own. So once you
have to build the habit for 21 days, after that it is automatically injecting into your mind and you don't need trackers.
Exactly. Yes. So you don't need the tracker anymore. It's there already in the tracker is there in your mind. So you don't need any trackers. So of course, once you know that 21 days, as you told, so you keep that and then move on and become, so then you're not dependent on anything. So you need to come to that stage where you're not dependent for tracker also, you're not dependent on, you have to be self-tracked.
I always believe in that, Uday, because productivity is an internal thing. We can't show the certificate that I'm this much productive, I'm this much, consistent. No, we can't say like that. Because it's an internal feeling everyone has to feel personally. Guys, even if you're watching this video, productivity is just a feeling. It's just a mindset. If you have that mindset within you, you can fix all the puzzles in your life. Uday, you tell me, like, how many hours you are able to focus now on after you finish the productivity empire journey?
So I think at least 2 to 3 hours for sure. But my highest focus has been.
Stretch, you are able to focus like 3 hours without any distractions.
3 hours, yeah, not at one stretch.
That's a big win, man. Yes.
I take about 5 minutes, but 2 to 3 hours, yes, I'm able to focus.
That's great, because what happened in this modern world is we start the work, within 2-3 minutes we are getting distracted to WhatsApp, some notification, some people, right? You focus till 3 hours, which is 180 minutes. That's amazing, Uday. I really appreciate that.
That is very true. That is one of the win, I would say. That is one of the.
Yes, it's a big win. It's a big win. Even I still remember those days. I was wasted a lot of time. when I started this productive journey. In the journey, I understand how focus work, how distractions work, how we are going to kill them, how we are going to predict the distractions and break them. Right? That is making you more productive. Congratulations, Uday. And the final question for this interview is: tell me, what is your big goal? What is your next goal you are working on?
So basically, as I'm an IT professional, I need to keep upskilling myself on a every yearly basis, because our technology keeps changing. So my next goal is now to get a VMware certification, which is my top priority right now. So I'm working towards that, to get a VMware certification, which plays a very important part of my job. So yeah, so this is my next goal, which I am working towards.
Exactly, it's possible. You can work on your career development. Along with that, I will interview you again when you hit 10 lakhs per month in your income. Like, you will become a 7-figure productivity warrior. Right? All the very best, Uday.
Thank you, Ramesh. Thank you for all your support.
And see you in the next interview. Bye.
Sure.